Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is Monday, so you know what that means. Motivational Monday. Let's get right into it. So I've come up with 4 different ways, well, not actually ways, 4 things we must do while playing dress rehearsal in order to really be prepared for the life we've been praying for or the things we've been praying and hoping for. And today we're going to talk about the first one. A quick recap of last week's Motivational Monday. Last week we talked about how playing the dress rehearsal for the life, for the job, the career, the friendship, the relationship, the tomorrow, the today you want is probably one of the best things you can do for yourself. How that we would go into every single day with the mindset that we're already living in the moment of what we are working towards, our life elevates. So now we're going to talk about the first step on being in that era or in that phase of dress rehearsal for the life that you want. And the first step is your attitude. Surprise! Not really. But yes, it is your attitude. Having the right attitude, the right attitude for your day, for whatever phase you are in your life is probably like one of the best things, probably the most important thing you can do for yourself. Cultivating that perspective about life and just your overall situation, no matter what happens, will not only elevate you to the next level mentally, but also emotionally, because then you won't have time to go through all these little, downs and ups, unless it is like a chemical imbalance in your brain and you really can't help it. But a lot of times we cause our own self heartaches and headaches by either overthinking, by thinking about the wrong stuff, the negative stuff, or focusing on all the things that could go wrong. But when we start our day, when we start our journey to something greater or something that we've been working towards with the attitude that this is what I want, this is where I see myself, this is what I've been praying for, I'm going to prepare myself for the next interview. I'm going to prepare myself to have that, relationship, marriage, to cultivate a good friendship with someone, to get that connection I need when it comes to business, to make sure I love myself more. Whatever it is that you are on the path towards, having that attitude from the jump can really save you a lot of pain. And here's what I mean. In 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 1, it tells us that Christ suffered in his body and that we should arm ourselves with the same attitude. Because if anyone who suffered in your body, let me read what it actually says. Therefore, since Christ suffered in his body and yourself, also arm yourself also of the same attitude, because whoever suffers in the body is done with sin. As a result, they do not live the rest of their earthly lives for evil human desires, but rather for the will of God. That little message right there, the first verse. If Christ endured so much, right, and he still won the victory at the end, in a way, that's how we should really look at life. Life, we all know this though. This is not a big old secret. The life is filled with ups and downs. Life, sometimes you may be having the best time of your life. Sometimes you may be on a high. You may just be doing all things right and, cash coming in, money coming in, love, family, and then boom, a stumble in the road. Boom, a roadblock. Boom, a setback. Boom, something happens. Now, if your attitude in the beginning of whatever you were doing, if your attitude in the beginning of the day or the journey or your path or whatever it is was not right, if you didn't have the attitude that I'm going to expect some things to happen in life, things will happen. That's what life is about. And even if the bad things happen, I'm going to stay optimistic that all things are going to work for my good. Whatever it is going to work. It's going to turn around for my good, and I'm going to reach my goal. If you didn't start out with that attitude, now you're stuck, you've hit a stumbling block, or whatever the case may be, and you don't know what to do. So if you don't know what to do, most people when they come into situations like this, they do end up crumbling if there's no support system, or if they just can't, they do crumble. And sometimes you might then, the next day, it might be a better day. You might get more money. You might receive more love, more friends, more family, and then again, crumbling down. So you're like, it's always something. You start saying that, it's always something. Like, duh, it's life, right? It's always something. And then whenever something comes up and it's not picture perfect, it's always something. And now you're just in this continuous cycle of looking at life from a perspective that, oh, I'm gonna have a good day and then a bad day, a good day and a bad day. Instead of just saying like, look, stop. All day are a good day. Does not mean I need to enjoy them. There's some days I don't enjoy. There's some days I come home and I just want to say, there's some days I want to leave work and not stay the whole day. There's some days I don't want to get out of the bed. But does not mean that day is not good. And the reason I say that is because most of us, if not majority, all of us, are living life that someone else is praying for, that someone else is hoping for. And it is kind of like, if you don't have that gratitude that, even though I really don't like today, I don't like today, it's still a good day though, right? Like, you don't need to like it. You don't need, but it could still be a good day. Why? Because you're still able, you have breath in you. A man who has breath in them has hope. Okay, if there's breath, there's hope. There's, things will change for you. So having that mindset that regardless of what's going on, while you're in the stage of playing your dress rehearsal and preparing yourself for the life that you truly want, you have to start with your mindset. And having that mindset will save you crazy amount of time. It will also save you from heartache, from pain, and just from like putting yourself in the place of like, whoa, I actually set myself back because I took this much time to grieve a downfall, a loss that was this small. I took this much time. And instead of me looking at it from a different perspective or looking at it as what it is and just accepting it, everything with it, and taking time to still grieve if you need to, but then moving on, I took this much. I give so much power to something that wasn't good for me. It wasn't good that it happened. It wasn't good the downfall happened. It wasn't good for a stumbling block, whatever it is. In a friendship, a friend was like the worst to you. Relationship, job, you didn't get the job you want. Taking time to actually grieve those things is normal. By grieve, I just mean like, sometimes we get in our feelings and it becomes sad. That's when you don't like the day. And it's fine. But you don't turn that day into a week. You don't allow that day or that little thing or big thing to have that much control and power over you. So when you have that attitude and that mindset that you hold control of your tomorrow and you have that perspective in life and you're going through life, nothing will be able to break you. You got to be unshakable, because it doesn't mean that you ignore things that happen. No, it just means that you endure and you keep going, because you've already fixed your mindset. You already have that mindset that, okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna go sleep. Look at Elijah in 1 King. He went crying to God, fell down and was in tears and was just like, I am done. I'm done. These people, Lord, and God said, go sleep. Sometimes there's a go sleep. Because I already know when I go sleep. And sometimes we take that, instead of just going to sleep, we complain, we talk to the wrong person about it, we self-talk about it so much that we end up overthinking about it, and then we spend this much time over something that was this little, and all it needed was this much to be resolved. So just when you're going on through your day, the rest of your week, the rest of this month, the rest of the year, playing that dress rehearsal for the life you want, whatever it is, if it's a career, a friendship, a relationship, just our own personal growth, a job, whatever it is, think about what attitude you're starting your day with. And think about what attitude you're at. Are you at a go-getter? Life is what life is, and I'm prepared for what it comes. Or do you have the attitude that if all things are not going great for me, then oh my goodness, like nothing's gonna ever go good? Like, what? Attitude, your mindset, your perspective will make a big difference in your life. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a little bit longer than the first one, but I felt like it was needed, what I had to say. I hope someone gained something from it, and I hope someone's able to have a switch in their perspective, in their mindset, in their attitude towards their day. And honestly, y'all, like, it's not easy. It is not, okay? And I'm preaching to myself, right? It is not easy at all, but it is something that you have to have the intent. Because if you want your dreams, you want your goals, you want all these things to come through, it's not gonna be easy. So the work starts with you. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, or wherever platform you're seeing this from, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Don't forget to follow and drop a comment down below, and let's chit chat.